Very good one as well. Another possible implication is freight disruption at ports up to 3 months. Let's discuss that with Rod McKenzie from the Road Haulage Association. He joins us from Oxford. Rod, good afternoon. Good to speak to you again, despite the fact we speak regularly about Brexit and what may or may not happen. And there are lots of unknowns. But in terms of the narrowing of some of the difficulties, has there been much progress in the last few weeks?
Well, Sean, you're right. There's been some progress. It's been painstakingly slow. If you take more or less what Yellowhammer is saying is the case as far as the Road Haulage Association is concerned of "we told you so." We told you this would be the worst case scenario if nothing was done, and very little has been done up to this point. Now what we've noticed is a change of government and an increase in energy, focusing in on the problems that we face. But of course really only just over 50 working days towards a potential no-deal Brexit. Business can't be ready in that time, so the most we could do, the best we could hope for, is to ameliorate some of the worst things that could happen.
Big question mark has been over the number of companies that have prepared the kind of customs documentation they may be required to do. And to be fair to government, they've been warning companies about this for some time, and yet Bank of England report a couple of months ago suggested that significant proportions still weren't ready. Is that something that through your organisation and in the industry people have been chivying colleagues along about? Because in a sense you can't blame government for that. There has to be some sense of ownership taken by the companies themselves, doesn't there?
Business is not ready for a no-deal Brexit on the 31st of October, that's true. But in terms of who's to blame, you know, there are two sides to this story. Firstly, people who've tried to prepare and tried to get customs arrangements and their understanding of how the borders will work and all the rest of it sorted out have found the system for doing so is enormously unclear. In other words, the HMRC website, the paperwork associated with it, just simply not clear. We need clarity. So what businesses do is they will try and prepare, discover that they're frustrated because the systems aren't in place, and then they'll go away and not prepare, and that's a real issue. It's absolutely true that for some small and medium-sized enterprises there is a belief that maybe this won't happen, maybe they won't have to deal with it, and why should I spend my valuable, precious time preparing for something that won't happen, so I'm not going to. So those are two opposite sides of the coin, really.
Rod McKenzie at the Road Haulage Association, thanks very much.